Another major step in Fasterproms is that we've been doing Fasterproms tuning school, and that's for Gen 3, Gen 4 LS using HB tuners. And we have beginner and intermediate classes available. And they're going to be filling up for March and April. We'll have those dates to you in a very short amount of time. If you are interested in that, please send an email to jeremy@fasterproms.net. In our tuning school, we cover with the editor on how to modify tunes from a startup standpoint. We cover injectors, transmission tuning, gear ratio changes, how to set up a bass tune for a supercharger, turbocharger, nitrous, and so on and so forth. We cover everything from the basics all the way up into some very advanced concepts and really helping you guys move along with troubleshooting, because troubleshooting is something that you're going to need day in and day out with tuning. We have over 24 years of experience, and we can help really condense a lot of that information to a very short amount of time. So Fasterproms Tuning School class is 2 days, and that is 8 hours per day, and we cover everything, all sorts of things to be able to help you get equipped in order to start tuning vehicles, whether it be for your own or doing this commercially. We have a lot of information, plus we have a bin library that we share all sorts of our files that we've used on dyno tuned vehicles in order to set this up for your success. If you guys are interested in taking this class, please contact jeremy@fasterproms.net, and that contact will also be in the description below.
Let's found some seats, or seat covers.
We wanted to start doing some baseline like retuning. We haven't really done the base fuel map in this thing in a long time. I mean, like I said, it's been 3.5 years at least to the last tune that I put on this thing. I've learned a little bit more. The software's come a long ways. Life happened. I think I got busted pretty good in some of the comments on this stuff, but guys, hey, if you were in my shoes, you probably would have done the exact same thing. I am glad Frank is back. We're going through some stuff. I just found, after doing a number of modifications to the base fuel map, that the flex fuel sensor is not working. So Juan is actually swapping that out. Yeah, it's down on the frame rail, which I vaguely recall. Lies, how many times we had a bad flex fuel sensor? Like maybe 2 ever?
200,000.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it just doesn't happen that often. The flex fuel sensor will never read 100%, and when it does, you know something's wrong. Basically, this is like a water sensor, and if it's reading 100%, it's basically reading water. We'll be on our way. We're gonna get back to it tomorrow morning, but it's staying cool. Everything looks good. It's getting responsive. We had a problem. This whole processor's like got this whole torque demand thing. We're trying to get the throttle response right, but we're working on this torque value thing, and it's just hard to get that Rubik's Cube to fit. We're using an LT4 processor, so this is out of a Z06, whereas like I said, it probably might have been in hindsight better to just run this thing just like a regular base model C7 Corvette. But hey, we're gonna work through it, and it's a learning process for all, but I'm pretty excited about it, and we made some good strides, but tomorrow morning we're gonna get right back to it. Guys, we used to do a bunch of shows with this. You'd always like to invite people to come in and sit in the car. It's a little bit different. If you're familiar with an S10, this is where the jump seat is, and it's a long ways to there, but I'm 6 foot and I can barely touch the firewall. HB tuners. So this is like the foundational map. This is kind of how all the drivability works through this. Got to clean that up first. And we're much better right now. I took out like 20%. Got to get that all cleaned up. But yeah, let's go for a quick little riff. This is how we're tuning the base map. We're trying to get all these cells as much as possible. A quick little partial pull on this. It looks like I'm dropping the fuel pressure. We're going to see about the pumps that we put in, and the fuel's laying over. So we got to see what is it exactly. Well, Juanito, we found a couple different problems.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff. From the foam that came apart, which the foam that was told that was not going to come apart did come apart.
Yeah.
So that actually created quite a bit of a clog in the filter. And then furthermore,
A couple of lines got split.
between the two, we get those resolved real quick. So you cleaned out the fuel filter. We're going to replace these lines. We do have some backup ones from Beachworks, which is nice. All right, well, hopefully quick, easy fix. We'll be right back to it.
All right, I think this is like our third time trying to get Frank on the dyno and get everything gone through. So hopefully this time works. I think I had a breakup on one side. That was like 456. Hold up, it went more than that. I didn't pull that hard, but it had a little issue.
This is really where it's like, it might be super beneficial to just put a Holley on this thing. It's definitely complex working with the factory processor on this. Well, I've been sitting here struggling with this thing for like an hour and a half, and I haven't really made any more power or anything. And I kind of come to the conclusion that I have an issue with a plug on this side, so I'm going to change that out. But in that time frame, the guys over here already put Laz's motor in, so check this out. And if I can actually get somewhere with the S10 right now, we're going to get back to this thing. And I would just change some things out with this, and it is freaking super rad. Thank you.
3062 square port heads. Let's see.
I think you'll have no problem making at least 70 horsepower more, so hopefully 700 wheel would be pretty sick. Yeah.
Should do it.
Heck yeah. Well, we'll catch up with you. I'm going to get back to my torture here.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is running a limbo. Dude, what the heck? This is so hard fought. Oh my gosh.
Wow, the whole truck lifted. But Lord, man, that was so sick.
I've just got my butt kicked for the last couple hours here and finally kind of came across some stuff, and that is making about 9 pounds of boost. That's only 4,900 RPM. God, it feels like I'm really going so high. All right, I got to clean up the fuel map and we're going to get back to this, but my gosh, man. Yeah.
Finally did it.
Yeah, it's finally coming around. Oh my gosh, man. 4,800 RPM, 716 horsepower, 9 pounds of boost. Jeez. Like, it's still not totally manageable, but bro, back to 800 horsepower right here, man. Come on. I don't even know what RPM that is. I don't even think that's a full song rip. Dude, that's really, really good. That's actually, it's only 9 pounds of boost. That was 5,700 RPM. Yeah, I need to rev it a little higher and see what it'll do. I think it's going to keep going quite a bit. Jeez. I am exhausted, and it is 11:15. We made a couple more pulls here. 826 is the high. I don't know if that's the most we've ever made, but it's somewhere like that. So I still got a lot of stuff to figure out. I'm having some problems still with the factory processor, but I did have the same problem earlier. I raised some other torque limits and stuff. You got to get it all to gel. This is like so difficult with this processor. It's definitely a challenge. It's not for the faint of heart. Dude, I think I started messing around with this at like 7 o'clock. It's been 4 hours.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Oh my gosh, we had a working truck, years ago. I found a bunch of things that were a little bit goofy, and I just had to fix them. Thank you guys for sticking around. This has been difficult, a marathon, but awesome. And we're going to keep pushing this thing, so... Man, I'm pumped. I'm just exhausted. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. God bless you. We'll see you next time. Hey guys, in the other video we had mentioned that we were doing a lot of modified fuel injectors. These are 850cc injectors. We use these in a whole lot of builds. LSA stuff, anything supercharged. We even use these on some naturally aspirated applications with the 85. These injectors are capable of 1,000 horsepower if you have enough fuel pump behind it. Here's some other truck injectors that we've done, and these are 72 pound-an-hour injectors. These are like 750 cc's. We can make probably about 750 wheel horsepower on a very decent fuel pump on these. Awesome injector for a turbo. you know, junkyard builds. They're $600 retail. Purchase this and you mention this video, we would give you $100 off. That'd be $500 plus shipping. These injectors right here are normally $350, $300 plus shipping. We are reliant on you guys in order to help us fund this project. Everything's gotten a lot more expensive, but we got some pretty awesome parts that we can help you guys make a bunch of horsepower with. So if you guys got a late model Camaro or a late model Corvette, we port these. They average about 10 wheel horsepower. Awesome upgrade to the vehicle. We also have other throttle bodies for other applications. Make a lot more throttle response and make a little bit more bottom end mid-range grunt out of it. So thank you very much for your support.